So here is Sushant for Sarode from E&TC, roll number 67. So today's topic is the data analytics practical exam. Okay, we can just explain my problem statement and its program. Okay, so there is it is my first question. Write a program that prints integer from 301 to 400, but for multiples of 3 print your name instead of the number, and for multiples of 5 print your surname. For numbers which are multiples of both 3 and 5, print your name and surname. Okay, so in given statement we can print the integers number values from 301 to 400. In there three cases. First case will be in multiples of 3, means in multiples of 3 like 3, 6, 9, they can print name, only name. Okay, and in and second case will be in multiples of 5, 10. Okay, they will print surname. Okay, and in multiples of multiples of 3 and 5, they print both name and surname at both at the same time, in combination or at same time. So we can just run a program of so we can get here program. Okay, so we can Google collapse. So okay, we can here we can run the program here. So with the okay, so you can see here, this is the program. Okay, your name take as input, your surname take as input. Third is your name and surname take both as input at same time. Okay, we can here is a for function number the range of integer range from 301 to 400. So if we can here if else statement. So when multiples number percent 3 is equal to in multiples of 3 is equal to 0, and number of multiples in 5 is equal to 0, then print name and surname at both at same time. Okay, means like 3 into 5 is equal to 15. So print 315 is print name and surname at both same time. Okay, then next is we can use else if. Okay, else if is a number of which percent is equal to 3, means the multiples of 3 is equal to 0. The print only name. Okay, only name. Then in statement number of 5 is equal to 0, means in multiples of 5, 10, 15, 20. So print there only surname. Okay, else print number. Okay, so we can run the program series. My name is here. Okay, my name is Sushant. Okay, yes, yes. Okay, my name is Sushant. Okay, we can exit. Okay, so here we can see they ask me your surname. So my surname is Sarode. Sarode. Okay, so we can take input my name and my surname. My name is Sushant. My surname is Sarode. So we can run this, execute this program. So we can, okay, we can see here. We can execute the program. We can execute the program. So we can see here in multiples of 3 means 1, 2, 3. Print name, and in multiples of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They print surname, and in multiples of 3 and 5 they are print both name and surname, means 1 to up to 15, like 15, 30, 45. We can see here. So we can run the program, run this program. So we can move on next slide. Okay. So my next question number 2 is, what is difference between data mining and data analysis? So we can see, okay, data mining, difference between or a comparison between data mining and data analysis. So we can see here the first difference will be in data mining it prefer to build process of identifying patterns in pre-built database. Means in data mining they are pre-built database. They are build the database using their techniques. In data analysis they are don't pre-built database. It is organized raw data in meaningful manner. They are not built data in so there no technique is used in data analysis. So next will be data mining is done on clean and well documented data. Okay, means in data mining they are clean their data by using cleaning function, and the data will be set in proper format. So is data mining. In other data analysis in all cleaning the data hence not presented. Okay, in halls means in data analysis, okay, there is no cleaning function is built in data analysis, so it can be not set data in proper format or sequence. Okay, so next will be the outcomes are not easy to interrupt. Means there are errors, or there are low chances of generating errors in data mining, and in data analysis there is many chances to generate errors. Okay, errors. So next will be, it is mostly used for machine learning, where used to recognize the pattern with the help of algorithm. Means in the digital words we can see in machine learning the most used data mining methods. They don't use data analysis. They do not use data analysis because in data analysis there is no algorithms, no flow charts, no proper format, or no cleanings. So many things are present in data analysis. So in today's market, the data mining is more demanded than data analysis. So in future the Data mining used in popular executing popular language in popular websites, or a popular way to execute the programs, or generating the new generating technologies in data mining. In data mining, there is no need. They do not need for adding technology, because there is a oldest technology in data mining is a newest technology. There is added new technologies of performing programs and others. So the data mining is the most powerful than data analysis. So next question will be, okay, so we can see here, perform linear regression analysis with ordinary least square using stat model. So we can perform this program using Google Colab. So can okay, we easily enter in Google Colabs. Okay, so we can enter in Google Colabs. Okay, so we can regenerate the programs because there is a errors. Yeah, so execute the program. So we can regenerate the program in Google Colab and run. So we can see. Okay, so let's start with I can write program here. Okay, it is this program. Okay, so we can just simply copy and paste here. Okay, right. So okay, we can see here the program will be, okay, the decks are connected. Okay, so decks will be connected, so we can see here. Okay, so we can import the files, import the files in import the files for access the their functions, like import num file. Import num file means the for performing the numerical functions. uh, they are assigned by NP. Import pandas file, they are assigned by PD. Import stat model, they are assigned by SM. Okay, then enter then we can upload the CSV files, header files. So we can see they are uh, the report for the products, general national product and employments. So we can see here GNP in years, deflector GNP. The demand of products will be increased. So unemployed, army forces, populations, years unemployed in their companies. Okay, so we can see. So the next step is we check constants. Check constant for OSI model is most useful for generating data. So we can see. Okay. just copy and paste here for looking output. Okay, so we can see here we can generate the constants in years and products increasing the market in the okay. We can see we can define here y is equal to d of employee, x is equal to products, and x is equal to stack model. Why stack model? Adding the constants in the stack models and head files. So we can see here. Okay, we can see next function of the okay. Third one is okay. Simply third. Okay, third one will be so okay. We can copy here third one. Okay, so we can copy and paste here. Paste here. So we can run. So it is justly EST to calling the stack models of OSI. OSI oriented means they are plotting graphs useful for plotting graphs in stack models. So we can paste here. So we can take next function. The 4 number function EST fit means the EST fits means okay, EST fits. So we can take. So we can see EST fits means the calling function. EST fit means it is a calling function to OSI orienteds, and EST summary means they can set the data in serially like in step by step, and so we can see here. Okay, date model will say OL will say employee R square adjust square methods date. Today is 13 Sunday June 2001. We can see here we can run at time program static. Okay, so we can see here the static here will be very low. Static here, say that is static here. So it is static here. It is so here in GNP. So it is 0.002 means it is a run in well in okay. Our statement is run well. So we can see the graphs. Okay, take 1 minute. No, we can see parameters, constant parameters and float parameters. Okay, we can see float parameters for linear regression. Okay, so just we copy and paste here. Okay, so we can run this program. So we can see here we can create constant float value, constant value, and product value. Product value. Okay, product value. We can generate constant value, gross product values, and D type. D type means data type is float 64. Okay, you can generate here. So next will be we can plotting the graph. Okay, so we can plot the graph here. Simply copy and paste here. sorry, just here, paste here, and okay, so run program. So we can see here the graph between, okay, GNP and total employment, means how many employees work their company, and production of their company, production, gross production of their company, and total employment. So we can see here the plot of their okay, we can see here plot of the linear regression. Linear regression means the plotting the graphs uh, with across x and y. X and y is going same or different direction of the different direction. So we can see here the x and y is going different direction, opposite direction, and plotting the graphs. So we the next we can the final result of OSI stack model. So we can see here last OSI stack model summary. Some copy and paste here. So okay, we can run this program. So we can see the finally OLS regression result is developed. So we can see here in the finally we can say here import formula of stack models, import stack models formula, EST files, CSV files, and summary of the program statement. So we can see here. So we can see here the program already run. Okay. So we can move on. This is the program of linear regression using least square with stack models. So we can run program. So we can just move on next slide. Okay. So just move on next slide. So we can see. Okay. Okay. The next question will be explain any topic in data analysis. So I will take data analysis for explaining. So we can move on next slide. Firstly, we know that what is data analysis. Okay, data analysis means the process of inspecting, cleansing, transforming, and modeling data with the goal of discovering useful information, conclusion, and supporting decision making. Means it is a simple way to inspect the data. Inspect the data, then cleaning the data, then transfer the data, transfer the data for communication with customer and other requirements. Okay, then model data. Models means create functions of number functions like addition, subtraction, division, any other in. Okay, so we can see here data analysis is a simple language to communicate with customer softwares like and many things we can check or most one of the thing the data analysis will support the decision making. Okay, it is a most things. What decision making means the two values does not support in algorithm. The last is a return value is equal to 0. That is called as decision making. So when you execute the program, there is values will be supported in decision making statements. Okay, so move on next slide. Okay, So the process. So how to analyze data in data analysis? So there is a first step, data requirements. In any language, any function require the data for process it. Requirement the input data required for running codes and execute programs and many others. The second one is a data collection. Okay, so we can data collect from various sources like customers, IT softwares, IT companies, any other. Take data and collect data from their from customers or many varieties of source. So then data process. We can take data from various source. Okay, so we can process on that data for running codes, processing and other functions will be running in their datas. Next will be data cleaning. What is data cleaning? So okay, but in data analysis there is no added the function of data cleaning. The data cleaning means they checking the errors, optimizing the errors, uploaded file errors, and many errors they are clean in data cleanings. So okay, and next will be models and algorithms. So means in models and algorithms is a numerical functions like addition, multiplication, or division, any other, or correction, cancellation. Okay, in model and algorithms known as algorithm. Okay, mathematical formula or models, mathematical formula and models known as algorithm in the data analysis may be applied data order to identify relation among variables. Okay, we can apply it. We can apply data. The in data analysis they check the relation between or order of their variables in data analysis. So next we can move on next slide. Okay, so next one is exploratory data analysis. What is exploratory data analysis? Once the data sheet are clean, okay, in data analysis they are clean, data sheet are clean, it can be analyzed. Maybe applied variety techniques referred to data analysis. Exploratory means when data clean, the next step will be exploratory data analysis. So we can just clean data and analyze the data by using the exploratory data analysis technique. So next one is the data products. What is data products? Data products is a computer application. Text input and gives output. Feeding by the environment, any environment they give input and take input and give output. Okay, so it may be based on models of algorithm. The data products is based on models and algorithms. So it is a simple way. Give the is a data products is also called as a communicator. Communicator gives data, takes data and gives output, means receive data and transmit data. It is the function of data products. Data products. Okay, so next will be communication. What is communication? Okay, so communication is a communication with customer IT for their requirements. It is a communication. By using data analysis, it is most useful for communication. So let's move on next slide. So okay, we can see quantitative messages. The quantitative messages are founded by Stephen Few. It is one coder to find the quantitative message. There are explain 8 types of quantitative message. The user may be attempt to understand communication, means the user to how means Users are communicate with data sets or graphs, communicate with messages, customer specifying requirements, and analysts performing data analysis may consider this message during the course of process. Means there are 8 steps to communicate. 8 steps to communicate with quantitative messages, means reading graphs. Okay, how to read graphs, matplots, scatter plots, how to read programs. It is in a quantitative message, so we can see there are 8 types. So there's type of quantitative message. Their first type is time series. What is time series? A single variable is captured over a period of time. It's called as time series. Means such that unemployment means the graph over unemployment rate over 10 years period. Okay, a line chart may be used to demonstrate or trends. Means a variable can be captured over a period of time. They cover period of times and requirements, so it's called as time series. The next one is the ranking. What is the ranking? It is a categorical subdivision. A rank in ascending or descending order, means rank. They can rank. The program will be set in ascending or descending order for their execution simpler. Next is a part 2 whole. Categorical subdivision are measured in the ratio whole. Means it is a mathematical function to measuring the ratios of ratio between lines or angles and many others in there. Okay, in out of hundreds they can use. Okay, the next is the deviation. Deviation means the comparison. Next, another name is a comparison. So categorical subdivision are compare against the reference. Means reference. Take reference. So we can give reference like sales, the sales production or sales product, sales by salesman. It is a sales or a budget of company versus a production of company. It is a comparison between two things. It is called as deviation. The next question will be, next slide we can take. Frequency deviation distribution. See here, show the number of observation of particular variables for given intervals. Means the frequency deviation is two variables like x and y. So intervals. It is in data analysis or data analyze, there is no sine or square. There is a graphing plots, graph plots. It is also so the frequency distribution in various condition in variable using x and y. So next is a correlation. Okay, what is correlation? The comparison between observation represented by two variables x and y to determine if they trends move the same or opposite direction. Means how to plot graphs in data analysis is it is a function of the correlation or how it is a function of correlation. Okay, so the nomination, next is a nomination comparison. Comparing categorical subdivision into vertical order, number of vertical order. It is a comparing a simple comparison with employment, products graph or year graph, weather graph. So the next will be geographic or geospatial. Geographic means it is a plotting graphs, scatter plot, matplot, or any other plot graphs. Okay, so we can see compare variables across map or layouts. When we can use the variables in program, they can compare with outputs. When we can take just x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 5 and plot the graph, so we can check the values are correct or not. So program also will be checked the output will be program also check the output is correct or not. So it is the main function of the data analysis. So it is 4 questions of my data analytics. So thank you, my sir.